Hey, it's your girl Riley Ross, and welcome back to Riley's Couch. Hope you guys all had a great week. I know I did. So I'm just gonna jump into this week's news and find out who landed in Riley's hot seat. So divorce must be like the thing right now because recently, a lot of breakups been going on out here. Paula Patton officially filed for divorce from Robin Thicke. Earlier today, I found out that Phaedra Parks and Apollo are going down that same path. The Neelys, if you haven't heard, from the cooking channel, they're getting a divorce. Jordan Sparks and Jason Derulo broke up. And, of course, Amber and Wiz also are getting a divorce as well. So it's getting real crazy out here. It's real surprising because, this is the season where it's like cuffing season now, and it seems like everybody's just going their separate ways. But I'm trying to stay clear of that. I wish them all the best, and yeah. So Stephen Collins, I'm not sure which way you say his name, but he played the father on Seventh Heaven, and he was also a pastor on the show. And he also played on the ABC show The Fosters, which is a show about a bunch of kids being raised in a foster home. And he's also on the national board of the Screen Actors Guild, where he also interacts with children sometimes. Well, according to TMZ, audio appeared online of him confessing to molesting 3 young girls during a therapy session. He really goes into details about exposing himself to these young girls and an incident where he had one of them touch his private area. So I was really shocked to hear this. But I guess, you be so into people's characters, you never know how these people really are in real life. And I just think it's really sick. And of course, he's been fired from most of his jobs, but it's an open investigation ongoing, and I guess we're just gonna have to watch it unfold and see what happens here. So if you haven't heard yet, Tina Knowles did the Texas Women's Empowerment Foundation 8th Annual Women in Money Luncheon in Houston. And she talks about her self-esteem issues after her divorce from Matthew. And she really just talks about her life story and overcoming adversity. And I just want to say, if you're going through something, or if you've been through something, or you just need some encouragement right now, I would definitely advise you to listen to her testimony because it is so inspiring. And I was really, really inspired by her. So, you guys make sure you check that out. So Drake, he just seems to just be in the news all this week. I don't know what's going on. He's having too much fun out there on tour. But it appeared Drake apparently got caught out there with a stripper from Houston. Houston getting turned up this week. She goes by the name Johnny Blaze. Well, according to her, she claims that they had sex together, and because he didn't want it getting out there, he sent his goons out, his people, to keep her quiet by knocking down her door and threatening her life. Then, like a day later, she's on a radio show in Houston, and she's claiming that pretty much it was a lie. And that it's not true, that what happened was her friend told her some guys were looking for her, and she thought it was weird that it happened around the same time. The two allegedly had a falling out, but she says it wasn't Drake, and he didn't send people to threaten her, and she even goes as far as to apologizing to him. But personally, I never believed it. I really can't imagine Drake trying to threaten anybody, but the whole story seems a bit suspect to me, but y'all can look it up if you don't know about it yet and get the full story online and tell me what you guys think about it. But it doesn't end there, of course. So, of course, days later, apparently Drake threatened his ex, whose name is Shay G, and she's like an internet model or something. And she says she saw the story about Johnny Blaze and decided that she should come out as well and tell her story about how Drake threatened her and sent her all these threatening text messages and stuff like that. But I don't really know what's going on, but I just think they need to get it together. But on a lighter note, Kelly Rowland. Have you guys seen her Elle magazine maternity photos? Oh my gosh, she looks amazing. So the photos were done by actor and photographer Lance Gross. And if you don't know who he is, you can look him up on Instagram and you can check out his photos. He takes amazing pictures. And she got him to do her photos, and the spread is amazing. I mean, she looks so gorgeous. She is just glowing, and I just love it, and I'm so here for it. They are honestly some of the best maternity shots I've seen, like, in a magazine in a long time. So if you guys haven't seen that, you guys can go check those photos out as well online. And so this week in music, Slaymar Braxton, should call her Slaymar Braxton. She dropped a new single with Future called Let Me Know, which samples Aaliyah's Let Me Know. And I mean, she kills it. I mean, I just love the song. I've been listening to the song nonstop, like on repeat all week. I was just listening to it actually earlier. And I cannot stop listening to the song. It is so amazing. I love her voice, and I am a stan for Tamar all day. And if you guys haven't heard it, you guys can go on iTunes and download it, and you can listen to it there. It's also on, YouTube and stuff and Vivo. Also, earlier this week, Elle Varner gets a little crazy in her new video for her new single, F It All, whose album I am waiting to drop. I've been waiting for her Elle Varner album, but she's been dropping singles, and she dropped a new video, and she gets a little turned up as well. She go a little psychotic in her video. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out as well. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. And last but not least, Teyana Taylor released a teaser for her next single called Business. I'm so excited for her release. I know she's on tour right now. I can't wait for the entire video to drop, and I'm waiting for her album to drop because I'm a fan of Teyana Taylor's. I know people be trying to give her flack and stuff, but I'll be rooting for her all the time because I just love her voice and I just want to see her win. And so, that's all for that. And I also have a new segment for you guys called Talk That Talk, which is my show topic, which I will be doing every other week. And this week's topic for you guys is relationship expectations. So I was watching TV the other day and I seen this thing come up about women and how they just want their men to, automatically know how they feel about, certain things or just what they're feeling that day. So I had a few thoughts about it and I just want to share them with you guys, and you guys give me feedback, let me know. So how I feel about relationship expectations is, men are not psychics. And I think as women, sometimes we expect them to automatically know how we feel just because, we've been together with that person for, however amount of time. But that's not the case. It's our responsibility as women to tell our man that, like how we feel or what we want from them. Of course, I'm guilty myself of feeling some type of way, and your man's sitting there clueless as to what's wrong with you, and he's over there just watching his football or basketball game or whatever sport, or he's like playing the game, and you just sitting there burning a hole in the side of his head, or imagining slapping him in the back of his head, and he has not even the slightest clue. So many women, have a tendency of saying, there's nothing wrong with them when, your guy asks. And, ladies, men are not like us. I like to say we're beautifully complicated individuals. And men, they're pretty simple. Most things with, them are cutthroat and straightforward. What it all comes down to really is, communication. We have to communicate our emotions and feelings to them. And it's, vice versa. You guys have, you guys tell me how you feel about this. Give me some feedback. Is this you? Do you know people like this? Have you been in a situation like this with your significant other? Just expecting them to just automatically know how you feel. So with that, I'm getting ready to wrap up the show. And of course, I have to leave off with a quote for you guys. This quote is by Felicia Rashad. And here it is. You're never going to be anybody other than who you are. And who you are is greater than you imagine. Who you are is not the way you look. Who you are is who you are on the inside. There's not a mirror in the world that can show you that. So, that's my inspiration for you guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I hope you all tune in for next week's show. One more thing before I go. I've gotten a few inquiries about working together for features. Please email me. I have the links set up on all my pages. My website is also live now. And if you go on the website and scroll down, there's a box that will directly email me. You just have to fill out, the information there. And everything is on my website. So if you want to work together, if you want to know anything, you have questions, just email me and I will get back to you. But I have people leave me like stuff under Instagram and on stuff like that. And sometimes I don't see it until like way later, and I would rather like email you back instead of like whatever, all out in public, for everybody to read. So just email me, guys. And yeah, that's it. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. I'm out.